today we're going to look at PS3. PlayStation 3 is well, to be honest with you, it's an absolute pain in the ass to record from, particularly because of the HDCP. That went well. Because, as I said, because of the HDCP, it's a pain in the ass to record from, and I've not been able to find a switcher that has actually worked. I've tried. There's one called Ori, I think I bought, or something. There was another one before that. Was a cheaper one I got before that worked partially for recording PS3 footage, as you can see. But the one that seems to have done the job for me, ironically, was this. This was 12 quid. This is a 4K, up to 4K 30 hertz, I think. So 1080p 60, no problems. And this is I've got a switcher down. This is a splitter. Always get them mixed up. And it works. As you can see, it strips the HDCP. I've got my PS5 controller synced up to the PS3, as we can see. And well, what I'll do is I'll show off a game. It works quite well, in fact. And I've been, quite impressed that the PS3 has always been a nightmare to record anything from. Particularly the splitters I've used before. They work for a certain amount of time and then they just cut out, and it was an absolute pain in the ass. So I kind of gave up recording anything PS3 related, just unless it was on like PSN on PS5 or something. And even though I don't really like streaming games, but as you can see, this is my 4K 60 hertz one that's running in my PC. I used to use this to capture footage, and it's actually really, really good. Unfortunately, this developed a fault where it stopped. Stopped working. Probably started cutting out and stuff. But with this one, you just literally, it might work. I haven't really tried it in about 2-3 years. I used to hook the PS3 into there, but now at least I can get in, because I think I'd have to set this to, I think it was AV out. I think it was non-HDMI, and PS3 looks really, really naff in AV. It's it runs. You can record stuff in it to some degree, but you don't get the HDMI things as such. So it would have been that connector. I think it was that connector there I used to hook it in with. No, it was that one. That's the one. You hook it in there, and then that goes down, and you can record PS3. And it looked alright. It was a good device for the years I used it, but then it just started. I think I was playing Streets of Rage one time, and it just started cutting out on me. And I was like, why does it keep cutting out? And yes, you can sync PS4 and PS5 controllers to PS3. In fact, I think you might be able to sync more than that. Anything Bluetooth, if I'm understanding correctly. This is Quantum of Solace. I've actually been playing through this legitimately, and yeah, it's not bad. It's Treyarch from the creators of, the developers of Call of Duty, the Black Ops series. It's not that bad actually. PS3 and 360 are like very much. I guess you could call them like rough PS4 and Xbox One games in some regards, because they've got the HD, they've got all that, but they're just a little bit rough around the edges with certain things. But they're not that bad to me. This has actually been kind of enjoyable. It's a bit janky, if I'm honest, but generally it's ran quite well, and I've got another hard drive in the PS3 now, so it's a 500 gig I think it's in there, so it runs quite well, and I really don't have any complaints. It's a bit of a janky game, this, to be honest, but I've had quite a bit of fun with this. I'll show off some of the gameplay quickly so you can at least see it. I've had quite a bit of fun with this, and the fact now I can record PS3 games 1-to-1, which is excellent. I'm quite happy with that, to be honest. There's so many games still tied on PS3 that you cannot play on PSN, on PS5, or even PS4 for that fact. It's the one system they've not really managed to get any really good emulation. When they've got a few, some games on there, but not many. You can play this stealthily if you wish, or you can go run and gun. I enjoy stealth personally, but the best thing this is now I can actually at some point once I've got around to the other 9,600,000 games that I've got, I can actually stream a bit of Guns of the Patriots now, which is kind of cool because that's the one that isn't out on. It's not out on any platform now as of yet, as in modern platform. I imagine it'll be coming in the Metal Gear Solid Volume 2 collection whenever that's released. But the fact that I can play HD with it to some degree, and I haven't got because before it was a headache just trying to bypass that HDCP. Sometimes it would go, other times it wouldn't, and it's just a pain in the ass to pretty much to contend with. But now, and I might pick up some more of these because there's a few other products they do. Obviously bigger 2-way, 3-way, 4-way splitters, I think, which will possibly come in handy for recording. The PS3 is just a weird one. The 360. There is HDCP, but it disables. I assume it does. I've never had a problem with it. I'm making the assumption that it disables automatically when you try and record anything because I've never had a problem recording anything off 360. Only PS3, even PS4 and PS5 give you the option to disable HDCP, and all you basically do is just go into the settings and switch it off. But PS3 it has it on automatically, and it's just you just can't. For some reason, you just can't disable it, which is a really, really weird sort of oversight on, I think, on Sony's part. But yeah, so I'm well chuffed with this, to be honest. It's can you hear the PS3? My PS3 is about 15 years old. I think I bought it 2010. It is the Slim though, so I have gone into the actual system, and although I haven't done anything like change the thermal paste, but I've gone in and cleaned it out. So I took it apart and hoovered it out, or blowed out all the dust and the debris, and so far it's been running quite well. I might do the thermal paste again at some point because it can't be that difficult. I can't imagine to strip it down and just apply some thermal paste to it. It's got a weird sort of. That's weird. That is it. There's no focus. It's like a camera when you focus. That's really weird. I think they might know I'm here as well. But PS3 and 360 are really, really good systems to pick up for. The games, the majority, or a high percentage of the games are really, really sensibly priced as well. But yeah, it's a really, really good system to collect for. And you sort of a lot of your franchises that you play now kind of got this start on this generation of systems. Who's shooting me? Destructible, quite a bit of destructible environments as well. But I've been having a lot of fun with this. My PS3 I just kind of left. I didn't really touch it for a while, and every now and then I went back and did. I think last time I played it was about 2 years ago. I did a bit of Sons of Liberty, and it was really, really good. I got quite far on it, but I just never finished it as such. Daniel Craig Bond era isn't necessarily my favourite, if I'm honest. I'm probably... Oh, shite. Probably... Why does it lose focus when you zoom in like that? That's weird. Oh, shit. That's why. Where have you come from? Jesus. Yeah, probably not my favourite era of Bond, but how the hell did you survive that? Oh god, we're being flanked. Probably my favourite era of Bond, but probably personally I'm probably Pierce Brosnan, but that's probably more for Goldeneye more than anything. Although obviously you have to give a shout out to Sean Connery and Roger Moores and oh god. Obviously Timothy Dalton's kind was highly underrated for the two films that he did. No. That's not what I wanted. But yeah, I'm very happy with this device, and the person who I want to, I can't remember the chap's name now. There's a chap on YouTube, and that's not very good. I should really try and find out who is shooting. Oh, there he is. In fact, we will try and find out, because I think it's only fair that I give credit to where credit's due. That's the chap. I think it's... Is it? Yeah, I think it's this chap. Yeah, there it is, yeah. So it's the eSync, but this is the chap, Lornas Retro Games and Tech. So shout out to him, because he was the one that put me onto this. I just came across his video randomly. As you can see, this one works. So if you're looking for PS3 footage and how to record it, and you don't, and there probably is others, don't get me wrong, but and you want to be able to bypass HDCP, this is definitely one to do. Unless they update it, but I don't imagine they will do a lot to update this now at this point, given how old the PS3 is. And again, game-wise collection, it's a fantastic system to collect for. I've got I've got Arkham Origins coming on. Well, if it ever arrives, I think it's got lost in the post. I've got Arkham Origins, which is sealed for PS3. This game's very limited in the fact that you can't go through doors. For some reason, doors just aren't a thing. So yeah, as I was saying, basically yeah, PS3 and 360 stuff is reasonably cheap. It's not that expensive, barring there are a few games that are, but generally it's not that pricey. And I've had a lot of fun with this. I'm going to definitely be doing probably some streaming on this. This game's got all the voice actors and everything on it, so it's pretty decently for graphics, especially. Worst villain in history. There's these weird. This might be these weird quick time events that come up, which are kind of janky. There was a lot of quick time events, particularly this generation, for some weird reason. Quick time events are okay, but they are a bit annoying, to be honest, at times. Even though, I kind of don't complain too much about them with Resident Evil 4, is it? She's just going to stand there and not give you the gun. But yeah, this is pretty decent, this game. I mean, this isn't that job lot of games, so I've never really given it the time of day to even look at it, because I couldn't really record any of it, so it was kind of frustrating from that standpoint. But yeah, so PS3 recording, it's pretty one-to-one, as you can see. In fact, it looks pretty similar, not quite as vibrant on the monitor, but that's kind of weird because there might be a reason for that, because the monitor is actually OLED, whereas the TV is LCD. I think it's a reasonably decent budget 4K TV because the 120 hertz, as I've shown in the video many years back. But yeah, it looks pretty good. So PS3 footage. I'd love to know how other people's experiences are with this system, because I'd love to get a backwards compat 60 gig PS3 that's got the PS2 compatibility, and there's also a later model that's got the PS2 compatibility via is it software emulation, I believe. But those systems do have issues with basically breaking yellow light of death a lot of the time. So this is Quantum of Solace, but this is going through things from Casino Royale, is it not? Billy Bond's been poisoned, and love of Christ, that's weird. Oh. Yeah, this. Yeah, so I'd love to get a 60 gig. I had one, and then I got rid of it like an idiot. But it might yellow light at some point. I wouldn't be surprised. System is pretty. Where we going? Pretty notorious for it, to be honest. I've had the yellow light of death once. Ironically, I've never had the red ring of death, but the yellow light I've had quite a few times, and I'm gonna die. Oh, this is weird. Oh, I don't like this. Ooh. Oh, this is horrible. But I really did like the PS3. The fat model is actually, it's a behemoth, but it's a really cool system to have. Get out of the way. Oh, I don't like this. Oh, this is actually legitimately making me feel proper queasy. I don't get queasy very easily. Oh, get to the car. Can I just get the Aston Martin to come to you? No? How do I get down there? Oh, I went the wrong way. Oh, okay. So follow the arrow down. Yeah, this is following. It's doing cutscenes from Casino Royale, I think. I remember Quantum of Solace being a very much. I don't. I remember the main beginning of the film, which was the drive bit in the tunnel of the bridges. I remember. Oh, you twat. Oh. And I remember the ending point with, I think it was a battle in like a pipe factory in the desert, something like that. I can't remember. It was some type of facility. Always is with Bond films generally. But yeah, I'd love to get my hands on a 60 gig, but I'd like one that's been modified so that it doesn't break very easily, because those older systems were notorious for Casino Royale for breaking very easily. And the Slim, to be honest with you, has been really reliable. My 40 gig PS3 I think that's the one I got. Did I buy that brand new? I legitimately can't remember how I got my hands on it. But the disk drive, the system worked, but the disk drive broke on it. And I think the Slim is probably the best one to get. Although the Super Slim, although it is very nastily and very cheap, less can go wrong on that system because it hasn't got like the drive. It doesn't slot in. You just slide the thing up or sideways and then load the disc in. So it's a bit more It's probably a little bit more reliable, but I think the Slim's a good point. And 360, your best bet is just go for a 360 Slim or a Super Slim. Don't touch. Well, I wouldn't recommend touching the original, those early release models of 360 because they tended to red ring. I think I had a 60 gig one, which I think was classed as the Pro model, which was 60 gig. It was called, I think the code name was Jasper, if I remember correctly. So, you know, but yeah. But anyway, it looks like Bond might be. Oh, I thought he was dead. Obviously not. But apart from that, I mean, you can load an put an SSD in these systems. It isn't going to make that much difference because it's USB. It's like USB 2 or so. I can't remember what they said. It's not USB 2. It's USB hard drive transfer speeds. I think it's like SATA. I don't know, SATA 1. I can't remember what they said off the top of my head from the videos I've watched, but it basically won't take advantage of an SSD. It'll make your speeds a little bit better, but it's not going to make your anything like your modern stuff. It won't make it that much faster. It probably lasts longer. In my occasion, I didn't. But yeah. Many weapons support silent. I ain't got a weapon. Or have I? I always find that weird with games where like you're in a game playing something and it literally gives you a shotgun and it's a stealth mission and you're like why would I Who's shooting me? He appears randomly from behind me. That's bullcrap. That's really iffy AI sort of. Or can I see him beforehand? He's not that. Yeah, he just appears randomly behind me. That is some grade A bullshit. You can patch into cameras on this as well, which is kind of. It's kind of pointless to be honest. Given the fact the game is, as you can see, quite linear, so there's not a great deal to it in the grand scheme of things. But it's well worth. I don't know how much it goes for, but it's well worth £5-10. I would definitely say it's on the sort of same level as like the and I haven't played any of them. The PS2 games like the the World Is Not Enough, and is it oh god, don't shoot me. Agent Under Fire, I think is the other one. And no, I'm dead. Cover. Get into cover. So you can go into cover like in like why didn't it go off? It didn't go off. That's weird. Like in Gears of War. Where'd I get the grenade from? It's quite a noisy system, as you can hear, though. It is very noisy. No, you can't destroy the telly. GoldenEye is always going to be my favourite, even though I know it's a bit janky by today's standards. But it's just, I don't know, it's just so good. Is it eSync? Well, there it is in the flesh. It was £12. But yeah, so well worth it. I'm quite happy, and now I can record PS3 footage. So look out for more PS3 stuff. I've got loads of stuff on my hard drive. I've been re-downloading off PSN, and PSN on PS3 is really, really slow. But there's some good stuff on there. Particularly, in fact, what I'll do quickly is actually just show it off. I think. I also had bought a controller many years ago that turns out that I think it's fake. I think it's a Chinese knockoff, but it works. So, and since you can now use PS4 and PS5 pads on PS3, I don't have that many complaints. Well, the only minor complaint being the fact that PS3 is incredibly slow, and some of the in fact, majority of games you have to install, which takes absolutely forever. But the games I've got on here currently, so other than Quantum Solace, I like the crossbar on PS3. It looks really, really good. 14 days, Jesus. Got some downloads running as well. This X. I don't remember buying any of these games. I don't remember buying that either, unless these are ones that were given out when Sony got hacked. Maybe. I'm not really sure. But I've got RE3, although that is now available on PSN, on PS5 and PS4, and it's got the rewind feature, so it's probably better to play it on the RE2. Director's Cut, still looking for a copy of that, but I haven't had the heart to drop £55-60 plus on it yet. Crash 3, Alpha Dreams, Street Fighter, Peace Walker, Metal Gear Solid. I got really frustrated. I finished the game, most of the missions. But there was one mission where you had to capture this soldier, and the twat kept escaping, and you got to do it like 16 times. And I got so fed up after about 10 times of capturing this guy and parachuting him back to the base. I just never went any further with it. Sonic 1 and Sonic Hedgehog 4, Episode 1, and I've got Episode 2 on 360. I didn't like the game at all. I hated it. I didn't like the physics system on it. There was a lot of dead zones in the game, as in death pits. That there were just loads of them allotted about in all different parts of the world, and I just didn't get on with the game at all. I'm much more Sonic 1, 2, 3, and Knuckles and Sonic Mania 2D stuff basically. I just think Sonic kind of sucks in 3D, but each to his own, I guess. Haven't played Dead or Alive 5 before. I've got footage of that on, because I bought it on 360, because it's becoming not rare, but it's not as common to find Metal Gear Rising. The other Metal Gear games are way more popular. Mass Effect, I've only ever played 2, so no idea on that one, but Mass Effect's always good. I know there's a legendary sort of master collection out there now as well, and I haven't played the later ones. Demon's Souls, I had that on disc, hated every minute of it at the time. I'm gonna give it another go at some point, because I didn't really get on with Dark Souls 2, which I think I purchased on Steam. I say it's hard, but a lot of people say no, it's not that hard. If once you get used to it, it's actually. I mean, Demon's Souls is one of the harder ones of that genre, other than Elden Ring, I believe. But I just didn't enjoy the dying over and over again. But maybe I should give it another try at some point. Assassin's Creed 3, no idea when I bought that, unless these are PSN games, but I don't remember if PlayStation used to give out. I don't think they gave out free games back then, did they? Or did they not? Or am I missing something? Bioshock Infinite, I played the first one. I had it on PC, and then I sold it. I had it on disc, if I remember correctly. Never been that sold on Bioshock, to be honest. I am enjoying System Shock on PS5, but I might give that a try again. Mortal Kombat it's good. Mortal Kombat for a laugh for a short while, and the story's always really creative. Infamous, again, I don't remember liking that at all, but I was very sort of stuck in my genres when PS3 was around. I didn't deviate in the slightest, but I might try again. Why have I got Assassin's Creed twice? No idea. I'll have to check that one out. That's the DLC. War in the North, Lord of the Rings. I've played it once. I didn't like it, but I'm gonna give it another go because I do like Lord of the Rings. And these are just some demos that I looked interesting. Castlevania, Harmony of Despair is not one I've tried. Darkstalkers, I think, is on that collection that's come out recently. Ace Combat, I've never played it. That is awesome. Motorstorm was always good. I don't know which game in the series that is, but it's really, really good, and I've had a lot of fun. I'm gonna say something really, really kind of not popular opinion. I didn't enjoy God of War at all. I only played it for about 20 minutes. I hated the cameras on it, the camera system. It's a good combat game. Maybe I should try and get into it because I am eyeing up Castlevania Lords of Shadow, and that's very much a similar game to that in vein. But I just found the camera really frustrating, the way it wouldn't orientate round for me. And but I do like the more modern God of Wars, the PS3 ones. But I'm gonna give it another try. Space Marine, awesome. The remastered one is out on 360, on Xbox One, on Series X and Series S. It's well worth playing, and it's good fun. That is awesome. Super Street Fighter 2. It's got the new artwork. I think that was a release game or near a release game when it came out. I enjoyed every minute of playing that. It's really hard as well. And of course, your Resident Evils. Fight Night Champion, I adore. Worst Resident Evil game I've ever played. Utter shite. It's the only good thing about it is the story scenarios in it. 6, never played it. Why is there a man giving a giraffe a blowjob? That's weird. It's always something that sticks out as bizarre. 5's good. It's kind of underrated. I've never played the Gold Edition, so that was DLC for the Jill Valentine stuff with Spencer in the mansion. Dark Side Chronicles and Umbrella Chronicles are the co-op shooting game. The arcade shooting games that I've never really got into. They just go through the story of Resident Evil 1, 2, and 3. But yeah, Nemesis, still want that on PS1. Got it on GameCube, but I really want to pick up another copy of it. But excellent. Metal Gear Solid H Snake Eater, I've got. Jesus Christ, I've got that on PS5. I've got the collection on PS5. I've got the collection on PS3. I've got the digital edition. And at some point, I'll probably get the PS2 version as well. Sonic Adventure, bought it because I was curious more than anything about it. I'm not that keen, as I've said, on 3D Sonics. That's just a trial I've had on there for years. And probably my first ever game I ever played, Alex the Kid in Miracle World. Master System still works, and it's built in on my Master System as well. So, but yeah. Anyway, I did say I was going to cut this video long off, wasn't I? So I will leave it there, and I hope you found this video informative. And please hit me up with your PS3 experiences, particularly recording, because I find it fascinating. Anyway, peace.